Whoever needs to hear this tonight, take advantage of this moment, all right? Because I see you. I see you, all of you. You've been scrolling past screenshot after screenshot. You've been here. You've been dedicated towards learning trading. A lot of you have made this progress all this time. And while you're sitting there, I want to make sure that though that trickiness shows up and the hesitancy and the fear and how you're engaging with the market, I know it makes you tired, it makes you exhausted, even when you're up, when you're trying to figure out what are the best decisions to make about all this green you're seeing, or you're still trying to figure out how to handle all this red. We're just going to pause for a moment. I'm going to tell you what nobody else on all these types of calls is going to tell you, all right? Overall, let's get down to the grittiness, and we're just going to jump out the gate. Trading, even with all the strategies that we've learned, it's about 20%. Strategy is only 20% of all of what we're doing with trading. And it's not about how much you have. It's about it's not about how often you stare at the chart. It all comes down to the decisions that you are making, okay? And how efficient those decisions are when it actually matters, when the time comes for you to make that important decision. And so that's it. That's the whole thing. If you've seen me, if you've seen other traders, any of your favorite traders that you follow, all the discords you may have been part of, the profitable traders, all of them I've met, they would admit that a lot of those changes happened at that turn of the refinement of their decision making. And so once we had to fix our decision making and remove the guesswork, that's when you start to see actual progress. And it wasn't the setup. I'm going to be talking today about the LVL. I'm going to be talking a little bit about support and resistance, ICT, some of these strategies, but it's not the setup that's ever saved anyone. It's the decisions that do. All right. And so if you're tired of pretending that just learning more and more and more about this information, all right, and that's going to change anything, give me the next hour to just talk to you, really understand what's going on. And I'm going to teach you the framework that I've taught to quite a few of my mentees, 20 of them who are now producing $10,000 per month consistently or even more. This is the same framework that, as of this recording very recently, every single trading day has been 12K. 12 is the magic number somehow. I don't know. But most recently, 12K this past Friday. On this past Monday, 12K on CVS. And then another on silver just most recently. And then even today, we had some opportunities for how we were able to get involved with this crypto information that's going on recently. All right. And so that is what I want to teach you. By the end of tonight, you're going to walk away with 3 things. All right. I want to make sure that you are well equipped, that you understand that where you are in your consistency, it's not about what you know. It's about how you decide on those things. All right. So what's going to happen is, first, I want to make and identify a proper name for any gaps that you may have been experiencing in your trading, what's actually breaking, because we've all experienced our system having a gap, or that it's breaking or eroding over time. All right. Then next, I'm going to tell you about how we will shift in the perspective for what we're doing, what the framework is, and how we're walking through this all live. All right. I'm going to do some live walkthroughs on real options contracts and how we can change our perspective on options trading such that we can get very personal with our charts and know exactly how much money we can make from any trade before we even get it. And then I'm going to create that next step for you, as well as provide some very great resources so that you can dive deeper into what we're covering today and how we're going to make some next steps in terms of progress for our trading journey. All right. And so if you've heard all of that, type "I'm in the chat if you're ready. Let me see it in the chat. Put "I'm in the chat." because we're about to dive deep into this.